Welcome to the second turn of 1944. These were the two cards that were in play. It seems I'm not really having any trouble remembering the values. I mean, I guess my mind is good enough for that still, but I just keep on forgetting to play the special events. And, well, that should serve as a reminder to me to pay closer attention because well, there were a couple of battles, definitely one in which the Germans could have certainly used the +1 firepower, and obviously the Russians could have used the +1 firepower for their air as well. Then again, maybe they would have been chosen for the same battle, and one would have more or less offset the other one, but I just have to pay closer attention to that. I don't know if you're ever having the same problems, but I keep on forgetting. Anyway, what happened? I just left the battle markers so I wouldn't forget because there were quite a few of them. First of all, the Allies attacked the Berlin factory, and as you can see, there is no Berlin factory left. So the Germans, in fact, lost another 4 factory points, which means that they're by now down to 5 factories and 10 resources, but just 5 factories, and well, with so few production points, it's not really an option to rebuild the factories either. In fact, they're almost doing as badly as Italy, albeit that for Italy this is a pretty normal amount for them to have. So that's what happened over there. What else did the Allies do? The Western Allies, they invaded Belgium, but they didn't succeed. They did inflict some casualties on the Germans. I believe a fighter actually did a pretty good job there. I think it had 3 hits on the sole German infantry defending Belgium, but that final one just wasn't scored. And on round 2, the leader and another infantry reinforced, an infantry from Essen, by the way. And what else did the Germans do? Well, they actually managed to hold on to Belgium that way. But rather than trying to hold on to Italy, they actually put additional units from Italy into, the forested area close to the Belgian border. So that means they're really under threat from all sides now. We still have the large American-British presence in Denmark, an attempted landing in Belgium, still in the south, although they don't seem to be making too much headway there. The Russians, they attacked Carpathians and took it with relatively light losses this time. And then they blitzed onto Berlin because the area behind it, the Germans had failed to keep their rear safe, to guard their rear. And that's why they managed to push onto Berlin right away. They didn't manage to take it, so they had to retreat into Krakow. But, it was a pretty eventful turn, and Berlin was weakened somewhat, although that was rebuilt with the precious few command points left. Now, they also attacked Bulgaria, because it seems to be problematic to get through the German defenses in Romania. So they are now planning on going via Yugoslavia, so to outflank them and just to make sure they're not attacked from the rear. They thought it would be wise to take Bulgaria first. So, these are the main things that happen on this turn. As far as production goes, well, the US, they built their one remaining unit, their 1944 unit, and other than that, the British built a couple of units, but the Western Allies really have production points to burn, literally. I guess it's historical as well. They could have built far more than they actually needed, I suppose, and if this also signifies supply, then it certainly makes sense. Now, the Russians, they have as many as 18 resource points now, and that's excluding the Urals, so they even have 8 more over there. Obviously, that doesn't mean that they have more than the US, because I assume that 16 more, or I don't know just how many, are going towards the war against Japan, obviously. So it's not like Russia outproduces the US, if that's what you might think. So, yeah, pretty eventful turn, and the Russians are once again at the gates of Berlin. Thank you for watching.